Hello everybody. Now somebody once asked me, why doesn't the Bible condemn or speak out against slavery? And I must admit that the Bible is full of verses that actually condone and approve the practice of slavery. So you see, at the time there were laws that allowed for Hebrew men and women to sell themselves into slavery to another Hebrew. Now they could sell themselves if they were good at a certain trade, or they might have had a special skill which a master could have found useful. They might have borrowed money from someone, or even have stolen something from someone and they could not pay that back. So what they did is they sold themselves as a slave. But it was a requirement of the law at the time that they only served as a slave for 6 years. Now you can read about this in the book of Exodus chapter 21 verse 2. If you buy a Hebrew servant, he is to serve you for 6 years, but in the 7th year he shall go free without paying anything. So the slaves were more like servants taking care of a Hebrew's house and belongings, and sometimes even their business as well. And they were required to be treated well. Leviticus chapter 25 verses 39 and 40 clearly says, do not make them work as slaves. They are to be treated as hard workers or temporary residents among you. So when you study the scriptures and read about the traditions of the time, you start to realize that slaves were basically hired help. So the Bible does approve of slavery between a slave and a master, because that arrangement was a mutual agreement, but it completely condemns the type of slavery where a person might have been stolen or kidnapped and made into a slave by force. Now in the book of Exodus chapter 21 verse 16, it says, whoever kidnaps a man and sells him must be put to death, whether he has sold the kidnapped person or still hasn't. So I hope that clears up a little bit about the different types of slavery mentioned in the Bible. Slavery that's consensual between a slave and a master, and the type of slavery that is condemned by God, where a person is kidnapped, sold, and mistreated. I'm Fab, and I pray that this lesson has opened up your appetite for more topics for you to read in the Bible. I ask that you study the scriptures, grow from them, and pray to God so He can give you understanding about them. God bless you guys, and I'll see you all in the future. Take care.